This is kind of more about spirit. And I will just say that on the spirit plane, when that I haven't had a lot of time to put into what's going on, but I'm really excited about what we're doing. And I feel like my vision, which I want to share a little bit of, is my check-in, is that we will we are creating a like a foundation upon which to build. My eventual goal is that we will pick maybe one book that and go through and read it carefully together as part of our as and then use it as a platform for development of our own ideas, that we're each now just putting in our own, we're putting our rings in the our hat in the ring to kind of say, well, this is what I feel. And then what I'm really interested in is or what I think or what I believe, what I'm really interested in is how our beliefs are really not, I don't, I'll just say, I don't think that any of us, and I'm saying this for myself, but I'll say it for all of you, have what I would call any original thoughts. They're not original. They're historic. That everything we believe is historically precedented, and it's in the public domain in literature and writing and historically. And what I would like to do, my goal for this group, is to first say, well, this is what I believe. This is where I believe, and then look back in time for who said it first. Who do we agree, who's our spiritual mentor, even though we've never maybe even read that person before or really understood it. But understand that in Western philosophy and ethics and spirituality, everything we're saying today has already been said by somebody else. We're not going to invent anything new. Nobody
Yeah.
in our group believes something that's outside of Western philosophy and psychology and spirituality and religion. So where does it come from? Who thought it first? Who said it? And what have the arguments been over time since it was first postulated? Probably maybe 500 years ago, maybe 300 years ago, maybe 2,000 years ago. Depends on where we start. But nothing's original, and so that's my take on this. And I'm excited about, I guess what I'm excited about is finding my own roots and finding my lineage. I want to believe that I am part of something larger than myself that began hundreds, maybe thousands of years ago with human beings thinking about spirituality and thinking about the world and what's true, and coming up with the same ideas that I've come up with on my own. But they're not on my own. They're from, it's because we live in the West. We live in a culture, we live in a historical context. And that's where I'm at with it. And I of course love all of you. So